You just had a data breach at your agency, is that correct?
We have an insider threat that transferred on an unauthorized basis some emails to their personal email account.
And you were in charge when this happened?
Of course, yes.
Okay. And this wasn't an attack from outside your agency. It came from inside of your agency. Is that correct?
That's right. Our systems were not penetrated. It was not a hack in that way, but we had an employee who worked for us who sent those emails.
The data for 256,000 consumers was breached. Is that correct?
Yeah, we looked through the emails. But
is my number correct?
I believe that's right. Yes, but it was not their. It was not any social security number, birth dates, any of that.
It was their data, though, right?
It was the institution's data, but it had their name, so that's important, and it's a huge problem.
Yeah, it is. You didn't tell the customers that this happened to, the consumers, for 2 months. Is that correct?
Well, we did not have the contact information for them, so we had to work with institutions to figure out who to contact, and we wanted to work in partnership.
But you didn't tell them for 2 months?
Well,
is that correct?
We started the notifications, I believe, last month, but again, we did not know the contact information for them. All we had was certain data elements, and we followed the cybersecurity OMB guidance to make sure that
you can understand, can you not, why consumers might be a little concerned about you having their information. Is that correct?
Oh, of course. The issue of protecting personal data.
Let me ask you about Section 1071, your rule on small business data collection. Under your proposed rule, when a bank loans money to a small businesswoman or a small businessman, you would require the bank to ask that customer first about the customer's race. Is that right?
So just to be clear, the proposal you reference, that has been changed since and has now into the final. The congressional requirement, and we are under a court order, requires race.
Don't filibuster me, Mr.
No, it does require race.
Just answer my questions, okay? Is your rule going to require banks to ask the customer about their race?
So that is in this. No? That is in the statute. And
about their race, or is your rule going to require the bank to ask the customer about their ethnicity?
So just to be clear, in the sample form, it allows the borrower to self-identify or refuse.
Just answer my question.
No, I'm trying to be clear.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Your rule would require a bank to ask the question of a small business person, what's your race? What's your ethnicity? What's your sexual preference? Are you gay? Are you a woman? Now that's you can bubble wrap this all you want, but that's what your rule does. Now the customer, particularly in a small town, is going to go, whoa, what's my sexual preference have to do with a loan? And the customer can say, I don't want to answer. But then the bank you're requiring the bank to tell you that they wouldn't answer. And all of this data is going to go to your agency. And we don't have the slightest idea how you're going to use it, except you say you're going to publish it.
Well, we will not get any names at all.
But you're going to have data sets so that if it's possible, you can't tell me it's not possible to have this information known. Why do you want all this information?
I don't.
Why do you want to know what a small businesswoman's sexual preference is?
Okay, that's a mischaracterization.
No, it's not.
Of it. Yeah, it is. We
No,
have
it's not.
congressional objectives.
No, it's
We
not.
had to implement it. People can self-identify. There is no personal
Why do you
information
want to know what a small businesswoman, let's say in a town of 20,000 people, going to her local bank to borrow money? Why do you want to know what her sexual preference is? What business is that of yours?
We sought to implement what the
What
congressional
business
requirements
is that of
are.
yours? What a small businesswoman does in her bedroom? Who
Again,
appointed you Pope?
again, people are able to self-identify if they wish.
You're
to
making
refuse, they
them.
can. We are not making.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not.
And
It's
if they
very
don't
clearly-
answer, the bank has got to tell you. And we have no idea how you're going to use this information.
Well, I'm
You
out of
can't-
time.
So,
I'm happy to
Director
meet with you
Chopra,
about it further.
Director
That's
Chopra.
not. I don't believe that's an.
Director
You can't
Chopra, please.
assure us-
Senator Kennedy, Director Chopra, answer one more time, and then I turn it to Senator Warner, who is on.
Am I
Just
over,
like
am I over again?
Yeah, you're way over again, and I always let you, but I'm not going to let you go 3 minutes over with the same question 8 times. Senator
Well, if
Director
you'd
Chopra.
answer it,
So
I
just
would-
like,
Chopra.
just like the Home Mortgage Disclosure Act, there's other ways where there's requirements from Congress to collect data. In this situation, we took a lot of feedback to try and make it less intrusive, specifically based on the concern you're raising. There will not be individual consumer names sent. We can talk further about it, but we tried our best to implement the congressional directive faithfully and consider all of these issues.
Senator Warner.